It's time now for Keller at Large. Here's Jon Keller.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Hope it's a happy and healthy one for all. Thank you so much for joining us. We are looking ahead to 2022, likely to be an extremely eventful year in local politics and policy. And helping us do it, two ace State House reporters. You saw them with us last week looking back at 2021. They rejoin us now, Matt Murphy and Katie Lannan. Happy New Year to both of you.
Happy New Year. Thanks for having us.
So because of the holiday schedules and so forth, we're taping this segment well in advance. I suppose it's possible that by the time it airs, Attorney General Maura Healey will have announced her decision about whether or not she's going to jump into the race for governor. But with that as a disclaimer here, I want to ask our experts. Let's start with you, Katie Lannan. Do you think she will go for it? And if she does or has by now, is it necessarily automatic that she'll blow out the three candidates who have already been running for a number of months?
It's certainly widely expected that she's going to hop into the race. Anything can happen between now and when this airs. Yeah. But her end of the year fundraising activity certainly suggests she's ramping up for something. Suppose it could be another run for Attorney General. But like the governor, she seems to be playing her cards relatively close to the vest before his announcement. So it'll be interesting to see how that field does shake out. I know Labor Secretary Marty Walsh's name has been thrown around as well, and that would mean something different versus if it's just Maura Healey and the three Democrats who are in now, who all certainly have a head start on her and have been campaigning. They've all put out climate plans, for instance, but she certainly has run statewide before. She has name recognition that they don't quite get up to that level. But it'll be interesting to see how the party reacts, how the voters react. There's certainly been, some have been frustrated to see her waiting so long to make this call.
Yeah, Matt, Healey has the money. She has the name recognition. She's been sort of the gubernatorial frontrunner in waiting for years now. On the other hand, last year we saw kind of a triumph, I would say, for the left wing of the Democratic Party in the city of Boston, where Michelle Wu cruised to victory in the mayoral race there. And Healey would be arguably the most centrist candidate in this existing Democratic field. She's already taken some heat from the left wing of the Democratic Party, and that's a very activist wing in party primaries. I hope I'm not going to pop a tendon trying to create a scenario where Healey's not a shoo-in, but what do you make of it?
Yeah, I think you nailed it, John. I think certainly she enters as probably a front runner. The field may winnow a bit if people can't start to raise some money once she gets in the field and some of the uncommitted donors and activists and consultants start choosing sides. But I think if people are thinking that she's just going to waltz in and not have to put in the effort, they may be wrong there. We've seen the progressive activists, a lot of them that helped solidify Senator Markey's campaign against Joe Kennedy and propel him to a victory. They're gravitating towards people like Senator Chang Diaz and Danielle Allen. They do see her as more of a centrist, more of a moderate, more of an establishment figure, if you can believe it, looking back 8 years ago. I mean, she has the potential to be a historic candidate for governor, but there are some on the left, and the Democratic Party has moved to the left as much as we talk about the Republican Party moving to the right. I think she will, have some issues and some fences to mend there with the left of her party.
All right, let's take a quick break, and when we return, we'll take a look at the coming year for our lame duck governor and what that status might mean on Beacon Hill with our guest experts, Katie Lannan and Matt Murphy of the State House News Service. So please stay with us.